Check it out, everyone! Welcome back to Brookhaven, and today we're going to be talking about if the next update might be a remodel, and what probably might be remodeled in this update. And remodels also can mean extensions, making it better, making it cooler. I don't know, there's a lot of options here, and a person apparently just decided to kidnap me. That's one way to start a video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're new. Watch all the way to the end, because you never know what's going to happen. This guy might come back later, or girl, I'm not sure. Where are we going? That's where I want to know now. What's your plan? I'm a TV. Oh, okay. Cool. Do you know what you're doing? Yeah, there you go. I think you're new around here, I'm assuming. So, we're going on a little trip, and as we're doing this, we're going to be talking about, like, different possibilities for remodels in the game. And, like, what type of remodels are probably going to happen next if it does. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry, it's not going to work. There you go. You happy? There you go. You happy? I'm going to go parachute out now. Bye. So, either way, we're going back downtown now to get this... Oh, my gosh, get this started. I don't know why I keep touching my nose. It just keeps on happening. So, to start out with, I was originally going to be talking about, like, the usual... But what if the next update is a camp? Like, they're trying to throw us off. Because one of them is on-demand fires. And that is a reference to, wow, Smokey the Bear. Only you can stop forest fires. Kind of reference to that. So I wonder if they're talking about a bigger forest. No, okay, that was just a far out there idea. My mouse is being weird. It just doesn't want to connect with the screen anymore. So it's kind of weird. Okay, whatever. Continuing on, we got a few places down here that have not been remodeled yet. We do have the graveyard, which could see a remodel. Remember, the graveyard could go all the way back here. I honestly still feel like this is very, 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 very unneeded. I feel like the addition of this doesn't need to be here like this one does, but this one right here can go away. I'm just going to make that very clear before we continue. And they extend out the graveyard to bring it all the way back here and add in, since this won't be here anymore, a little cemetery mausoleum, like a small one, or even add in a the person that takes care of the caretaker of the graveyard. They add in a little house there or something. Because they have all this space over here. Like, this can still be a part of it. Unless they want to completely move it to another spot, which would be kind of weird. Because people are like, how do you move bodies like that? What? But yeah, they could move it, like, right over here. That could be a whole entire thing. Like, the graveyard itself being moved. And I know there's, like, no, like, real choice and evidence of this either. So this is just, like, something that'll be really cool. I honestly just want this not to be here. Because honestly, you don't really need it. Because everything else is basically, it leads the same direction. You don't need this to leave. You can just, you can still leave out the same way. This is literally just here so that the cars can leave. But what's stopping them from just going all the way over here still? See? See? See where my brain is going? It's making sense. I just want to throw that in the start. But we still do have Town Hall. Town Hall still can work with this one right here. Arrested? Better get Jeff. There is, I know I talked about offices before, but there is this up here. There is a courtroom up here. Literally right here, a courtroom. What if, I know the town hall is newer than 90% of this, but because the auto shop actually was remodeled multiple times, by the way. What if town hall is the next one to update? Like, it's a possibility. Attorney law could mean that the courthouse can get an update. Probably down here will get updated because we don't really need the FBI or the paranormal activity. The paranormal activity can go somewhere else. They can move that. Tax collectors technically not needed. That can go over here with payments. City, okay, voting. A driver's license makes sense actually, but the witness protection, that doesn't need to be here. It could still be here, but it would be like with I don't know if they keep FBI, it'll go FBI. I don't know. But this has a possibility of being updated. And plus, the secret up here is kind of forgotten about. If you guys forgot about the secret, if you guys did not even know, you probably did know because there's a big green button literally saying where this is. There's a money thing up here, but this was never expanded on. This right here is forgotten. This is very, very forgotten. I should do another episode about forgotten things in Brookhaven, and this is 100% forgotten. So yeah, that's there. But yeah, if this got remodeled, that means that will get remodeled too. That could work with the whole attorney thing, to be 100% honest to you. And, again, this is talking about movies, but what if this is also talking about a possible new update where we get the houses from those film things? I know that's not a remodel, but just think about that. What if that was something that we got? I know I'm sidetracking again from the remodels, but what if we got a Nexus house and for a estate we got, or even a Nexus estate? What if we got it'll either be a Nexus estate or a house, but it would definitely be a estate for the war scene. Like having a full out one for that and making it so that it's like another military base, but like as if it's at war. That would be really cool. And on top of that, they also had the treasure one. We don't have a treasure island. Basically an island that's a giant cave. All those things are actually possibilities for like future houses. A treasure island, and obviously the treasure island could still work here. It'll become a treasure cave. Get it? Because it'll look like a cave. A little mound cave type of, whoa! Whoa, 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 what the? How? How did they were flying? But like, okay, so this one would work in the situation that if it's they could probably code it in. If it's an island, it'll look like an island type of deal. If it's a house, it'll look like a mound cave situation. If it, I guess one of the premium ones, this one would just be a cave. It'll just work. But yeah, there will basically be a giant island cave that you can now load in. And I think that would be really cool, having like a treasure island situation or just a cave in general that we can explore for an island or just a place to explore. Obviously, it would have secrets, and it'll probably link to the original secret that was over here. But, or maybe that will be the next remodel, the cave actually getting secrets. But that's, maybe that's what that's referencing, that one scene. The cave with treasures. Maybe that's referencing that one. Maybe that is getting more in the next updates. Maybe the film update actually gave us way more than I thought. But yeah, that's a whole other situation altogether, okay? But yeah, there could be a possibility seeing all that stuff added in this update. Or well, at least one thing added. But now we're going to go back to one of the other things. Club Brookhaven. Though that's a weird timing. Club Brookhaven, you all agree, needs a remodel. It works, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it definitely needs a remodel of some sort. Like, it feels like a club, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like a club. Like, I feel like if they could expand it or something like that. I already talked about this before, making it bigger and a little larger. But they could either go downstairs and upstairs, move this over to the arcade. But that technically would be considered a remodel too. There's so many things that can go into this. One thing's going to happen at a time. Unless they decide to do a double remodel and moving the Harry and Yost along next to the arcade, both giving them a new remodel and making Club Brooks 2 floors. I don't know. There's like such a possibility. Or even taking the model agency and bringing it down here and putting it across here. I brought this out before, but I'm just like saying it again. There's so much of a possibility for that it's crazy. But then again, sometimes, remember, they don't give hints. Well, I feel like they do give hints. And sometimes we just don't notice the hint. But I forgot I had the couch, by the way. What if this actually here is going to be changed? And they're like, it just makes sense. It's like getting rid of this. Just because. They can remodel the whole front area, but who knows? We'll have to wait to see for that one. Starbrooks, I don't think, by the way, for those that keep asking, you want us to remodel for that? Technically, it could get a remodel, but it technically fits the theme of like how the remodels are going. The library, yes, I can see the library getting a remodel big time. Honestly, I could see the library being moved like up here or even into its own like area. To be honest with you, like I can see it move down here. Like, I'm just talking about the different remodels as well, not stuff from what we possibly have ideas from. But seeing a brand new library would be pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I would 100% like to see a new library, possibly with another floor to make it so it has that kind of like different section feel. Because right now it feels like not a library, but a bookstore. This feels like just a bookstore, like 100% bookstore. Like, not a library, a bookstore. which is okay. A bookstore is fine. They just changed the name to bookstore, to be honest to you, and maybe give it a little bit more of a modern feel. I don't know. They could change it up a little. But yeah, adding a real library to the game would be pretty cool. There's a lot. I'm sorry. We got plenty of spots for all that stuff. The library could literally take the place of the skate park over here. And the skate park can just go away for an update and come back for another one. Or, like, again, double update. Library going there, skate park going under there, going down there. You know, put a beach skate park. You have 3 different sections that you can put a beach skate park at. That would actually be pretty cool. I'm not going to lie to you. But, guys, we're ending the video here. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you all for being here. Remember to comment, like, and share, and show this to all your friends. Until we meet again, until the next video. Thank you all for watching, and bye. Bye.